This is a review of the iZopp charger. This is a somewhat unusual charger in that it has 6 output ports and can charge 6 devices simultaneously. And to test that, I actually have 6 devices plugged in. So let's start with what I'm charging here. I've got a Bluetooth set of headphones, I've got my Samsung phone, I've actually got a battery pack right here, and then 3 tablets, the Kindle Fire HDX, the Galaxy Tab 8.4, and the Kindle Fire HDX 8.9. All 6 of the devices are plugged in, all 6 of them are charging. Now the charger itself is right here. As you can see, it is roughly the size of a deck of cards, perhaps just a little bit thicker. It attaches to a cord which is plugged into my wall, up against the wall there. And as you can see, there are 6 cable outlets. Based on my testing, each of these cable outlets is capable of being operated at 2 amps. And as you can see from the ammeter that I've got running here, which is coming into this tablet, the output I'm getting from that is a pretty consistent 1.78, 1.8 or so. I was able to duplicate that pretty reliably with all 3 of the tablets. With the phone over here, which can only accept a maximum of 1 amp, I was able to get pretty consistently 0.95 amps. The fact that this is coming out a little bit less than 2.0 amps is not anything that's actually a problem. There always are losses in the system, and it is highly unusual to see a 2 amp output that is actually putting out the full 2 amps. 1.8, in my opinion, is pretty good based on the chargers that I have tested so far. Overall, this device can output a maximum of 9 amps. It says that it will intelligently spread that power out across all 6 devices. In this case, I started with my first tablet plugged in the ammeter. I plugged in the other 5 devices then sequentially, and the ammeter didn't budge. So this thing stayed an honest 2 amp output on that tablet. At 9 amps, you can expect to have, the maximum would be around 3 2 amp outputs for 3 tablet devices and 3 1 amp outputs for things like phones, Bluetooth headphones, and speakers and the like. Overall, I'm very pleased with this. This is putting out a reliable amount of energy. It is fairly stable, and I love the fact that all of these outputs will operate at the full 2 amps. Now, the device does have labels for all of these, so let me pull these out and show you what I mean. But I think you can safely ignore the labels and just plug in whatever you want to plug in to whatever slot you want to plug it into. So if we take a look at this, you can see, sorry about the brightness of the blue LED, let's see if I can get past that. There are various labels on the device that say for iPhone, for Samsung, and so on. I think, as I said, based on my testing, you can ignore those. Because I was able to plug each of these devices into each one of those slots and had no loss of output and saw no differences at all. Basically, I think this is a reliable charger. I love that it is able to take on this many devices, and as you can see, I have a lot of devices, and this isn't even all of them. So for these days where everything you do, it seems, is charged to USB, this is a great addition to your collection.